Good morning, everyone, or whatever time of day it is that you guys are watching me at. So I want to talk about two things today. I want to speculate that a secret war is being fought, and I want to give you some evidence of that. And I want to give you but a lot of this is going to be anecdotal. A lot of the evidence is going to be circumstantial. And it's going to be a lot of my speculation from my previous knowledge and what I know of this industry. Now, before that, guys, yesterday, the video I just posted on the rituals in London, guys, that was a difficult one to do. I'm not sure how far down that rabbit hole I want to go. But anyway, sorry, back to this one. Yesterday, I did a video about an asteroid coming close that's going to come closer to the Earth than the moon is on the 15th of this month, on the 15th of September. Obviously, once you start clicking on things on your, on your web searches, the algorithm starts showing you more of that stuff. Well, guys, you're not going to believe what I just found, what showed up yesterday. So apparently, yesterday, we actually got hit by an asteroid. But don't worry, it hit in a safe location. So, now, the thing I'm talking about here, guys, were you told that an asteroid was going to hit Earth? Did anybody come out and say, hey, guys, on the 4th of, well, let's just read it here, guys. Asteroid will strike Earth later today, astronomers say, but it should be fine. The object is harmless, but should provide a spectacle in the Philippines. So Earth will be hit by a tiny asteroid today, astronomers have said. But the tiny asteroid, which is roughly 1 meter in size, will burn up in the atmosphere as it arrives. That means that it should pose no risk to anyone on the ground, but it should provide them with a show. The asteroid may be visible as a fireball as it burns up in the sky. And then it goes a little bit more about the article itself. Now, the reason I'm sharing this, guys, is because yesterday I was shocked to find out the amount of asteroids that actually come really, really close to Earth. We're now finding out that asteroids are hitting Earth. And, this is one of the things I would like to know if there's an asteroid on its way to hit Earth. And it seems like there's no media coverage of this. It seems like nobody seems to care. And, these asteroids, they can't be stopped. They can't be reasoned with. They're pretty much like the Terminator. Once they're on an impact trajectory, there's no stopping them. And we're all worried and complaining about what Keir Starmer said, or what this politician said, or if Trump's going to get elected. And all the times we literally have these asteroids skimming past us that are each, a lot of these, the asteroids took out the dinosaurs, so we know that when these things hit, they can have absolutely catastrophic effects. And I think we should, like I said in the video yesterday, I think we should be putting more time, effort, resources into being able to, first of all, detect these, and then, being able to do something about this if we see one coming towards us. It's absolutely insane. So now I'm going to go and give you guys a little bit of speculation. Now, this is from an article from ABC News. Gas leak in fact, I'll share it with you. Gas leak. It's about a gas leak that happened in Iran, and it's a bit confusing what happened. So, gas leak in Iranian Revolutionary Guard Center kills 1 and injures 10, and then it says a gas leak caused the death of 2 people and injured 10 others at an Iranian Revolutionary Guard Center. So straight away I was thinking, right, okay, what is it? Was it 10 or is it 1 or is it 2? What are the numbers here? What's happening? And of course, you can never, really trust what's happening in these, that's coming out of Iran, because it is really all state run. United Arab Emirates, a gas leak caused the death of 2 people and injured 10 others at an Iranian Revolutionary Guard Center, Iranian state television reported Thursday. The leak occurred Wednesday night at a workshop. Right, so we'll come back to that word workshop. Belonging to the guard of sorry, I forgot how to read, in Isfahan province. And the injured people were transferred to a hospital for treatment, it said. What just happened? Let's close that. We don't want that If Shanghai Protocol Guard identified the dead as captain, and then gives you the names, the guard statements did not say if the two senior officers died from being asphyxiated by gas or if the gas leaks caused an explosion. It did not say how the people were injured or give other details. So straight away, guys, I was thinking, right, what even is this? What does this mean? Now, of course, you can say this is just an accident. This is just something that's gone wrong. So workshop, what were they working on? You know, we know that these people are, you know, are looking to develop their nuclear enrichment program. We know these guys are looking to increase their nuclear capacity. We know that's happening. We know that they're allied with the Russians. And again, guys, this is me heavily speculating now. So we know those things. Now I'm going to heavily speculate. Now, would it be fair to say that these locations have been pre-identified? So if, and I'm not saying it is, I'm saying if this was a workshop that had potential nuclear capacity, that was operating some sort of you know, enrichment program, they were looking at producing their own tritium, you know, the capability, the capacity, what it could actually be, you know, the options are endless. Now, the West, NATO, you know, all these countries, you know, we have drones flying over that area, you know, I would assume all the time. And a lot of things that people see in the skies that they call UFOs, I think most of them are just military aircraft that we don't know what they are. Now, I started to think, right, gas. And I started to think about gas. And I remembered speaking to, when I used to be in the army, I remembered speaking to someone at BAE Systems. And I said, where do I go with this? Right. Okay. So right. Okay. I've started, so I'll finish. So one of the problems we had in the military is our armory. We couldn't get into the armory because guys, I'm trying to get this out without giving any secrets out. Okay, forget what I've just said. The armory that we had in the military, we have to have air conditioning on it. Sorry, guys, I'm going off on a tangent. We had to have an air conditioning unit put on it for reasons I'm not going to mention. Now, the air conditioning unit was like stupid because it kept falling down, and then there was a massive hole in the armory, but it used to get propped up by bricks. Now, and it was a standing joke. If you needed to go and get anything out of the armory, you just used to go and kick the bricks away. The air conditioning unit would fall down, then you climb in, get what you needed, and come back out. But anyway, it needed an air conditioning unit. And I noticed that the air conditioning unit was sucking air in. So I just said to these guys, I said, look, you know, at BAE Systems, I said, look, you know, if you've got these underground bunkers or whatever, they're going to need air from somewhere. That air is going to need to be filtered, X, Y, Z. I said, can you not like gas them out or something? And again, they was like, oh no, you can't do that. It's against all these conventions. I said, is there not a gas that you can develop that can defeat those filters? So now you're looking at, you know, defense manufacturers potentially working on a gas that can defeat these filters. And guys, this is me speculating. I have no idea if this is happening. This was like 20 years ago I had this conversation. But then I started to think, and it was just a key word, gas. That's what picked my ears up. I was like, oh, gas. So could it be, and this is me speculating, could it be that there's a secret war being fought whereby the West, NATO, whoever, you know, are flying drones over this area, and then they're dropping these little quadcopters and they're full of gas, and they just attack the air conditioning units, they attack the air inlets, you know, and then they can produce whatever effect inside that region. You know, it was just something I was thinking of on, you know, like as a kind of a secondary thought, really. But then I started to look into this, and I look into it more, and I thought, well, do you know what? That could actually be a possibility, you know. And this whole thing of, the House resolution in the United States, where it says that under no circumstances I can't remember the exact terminology. It's hang on, let me get it, guys. A nuclear-armed Iran would be unacceptable to the United States, or something like that. Was that back then the preface for, you know, we've passed this law, we've passed this piece of legislation, now we can start to do covert operations by whatever three-letter agency group that you guys can use? And when we think, you know, and if we think that's far-fetched, just go back and look at some of the wild stuff the United States have done. I mean, they have got whole departments dedicated to this sort of, you know, asymmetric warfare, grey warfare, you know, all this sort of stuff. It's kind of a thing that, you know, historically it has happened. So I would say that, you know, these departments have got more sophisticated, they've had more funding. And, you know, if you can fly a fixed wing drone over the top of this location, you can certainly drop smaller quadcopters that can then fly and position themselves perfectly by that air conditioning unit, by that air inlet, and, you know, release whatever gas they can. Guys, that is my speculation. I have got absolutely zero inside knowledge. And, you know, I just thought, you know, would that be the right way to do it? Would that be a way to, you know, attack your enemies and then have 100% deniability? Because, you know, once these drones land, if they're made with local parts, if they're made with nondescript items, it's going to be very difficult to trace who's actually produced that. You know, anyway, guys, that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Could this be happening behind the scenes and we have no idea what's happening? And then that gives greater context to other things that are happening around the world. Anyway, guys, I'm going to back to grid. I'll get you guys another video later.